Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a best-selling design with just one program in only about 3 minutes, and how you can apply it to over 10 different products within the print-on-demand and digital product categories. So the first thing that I did was conduct proper product research. I knew that I wanted to create a Christmas design since it is just about September, and the spikes that I've seen as far as searches begin about October. So I wanted to get this listed as soon as possible. I found a low competition keyword that I will be using for my main keyword within eRank when I was searching for the term Christmas shirt. I actually found this one that said Comfort Colors Christmas shirt. And being that I've had a print-on-demand store before, I know that Comfort Colors as a product in general seem to sell have sold very well for me. So I thought it was interesting that this still had a relatively low competition and an average amount of search being in the yellow. However, I do believe that this will spike as it did last year in October exactly. So now that I know that there is potential to enter this particular marketplace for this keyword with low competition, that is how I'm going to be designing for this particular product and then transfer it across a wide variety of different types of products. So over in Etsy, I began my research by once again typing in Christmas shirt and then narrowing down until I found one that seemed to have very low results and still was making a substantial income even right now, just entering into September. So it is the Dead Inside Christmas shirt, and most of them feature some type of skeleton, usually with Christmas lights. They can be dancing. Some of them are just a basic image. Some of them have the peace signs. Here's a little bit more of a different one with the Christmas trees. And how I got to this level of results was just applying the filter under all filters for physical items, and then clicking apply, and then sorting by top customer reviews, just so I can see what the ones that were getting, what types of designs were getting the most amount of reviews. You can take that off if you just want to sort by relevancy, and that got me to the 1200 number. At that point, I went ahead and ran my Everbee extension for the product analytics just to get an average idea of what some of these shirts were making currently. And I was surprised to find that even still in August, there was quite a few of these that still were bringing over, some over 2,000 a month, some 1,500, and then all the way down to still around 100. But the top performers definitely were making over $1,000 a month just on one simple Christmas shirt. So with that being said, I'm going to move over to Kittl, which is where I'll be designing this and showing you all how easily these types of designs can be created with Kittl system, just because it is a platform that is made specifically for print on demand. So they have a lot of templates that are pre-built, and that is where the time saving factor comes in. So all I've done in Kittl is type in Christmas. And since I know that the best-selling designs seem to be all around a skeleton due to the Dead Inside quote, which is a very popular quote that is usually applied to any type of niche. It can be dead inside, but still whatever the holiday season trend niche might be, there's pretty much a design for that. So knowing that I'm looking for something skeletal, I'm also going to incorporate another trend that is still hugely popular, which is the retro theme or trend. And so that's what I'm looking for when I'm scrolling through the templates on Kittl to decide what I will create. So having done my research before, I'm going to use this template right here, and this currently says have yourself a spooky Kittl Christmas, but we'll be editing this. You are welcome to check out the licensing agreement that Kittl has, but you can use the elements, fonts, text, things, everything that Kittl has as digital products, though you cannot sell the template as is. So it definitely has to be modified and changed so that you can sell this as on a digital product, as well as you could sell this with print on demand, though you would need to remove Kittl. But to be able to use this both digitally and print on demand wise, I'll be changing it just because I've always seen way more success with designs that I have altered and changed myself when using Kittl instead of just using the basic template. So now I'm just going to click use this design, and this will pull up the template here. And for this, since it is a typical t-shirt size, I'm just going to leave it as is. And then I'm going to go ahead and delete everything first that I'm not going to have be using. So I'm going to delete the bat. I'm going to delete the spider web. I'm going to delete who it was created by down here, and then I will go ahead and change my text. And since the majority of the designs that I saw said dead inside but jolly AF, those were all of the bestseller ones. There were a few that said dead inside but it's Christmas. I'm going to use the but jolly AF. And then, like I've said before in lots of other videos, my approach to design is just to look at everything as a whole on this first page and then create something that is definitely different, if not better than what is out there. So all I'm seeing is this same design with a skeleton doing peace signs and has a Santa hat. So everything is pretty much the same. You have a dancing one here. You have the skeleton drinking coffee. So I definitely don't want to do anything similar to this because these are already ranked up here for this and they've sold as this design this way. So my idea is to do something different while still using the skeleton and of course the Christmas theme. So moving back over to Kittl, I have changed the top to dead inside, and I'm going to delete this one and change this to the rest of the quote. And since I liked the idea of the retro theme and it goes with the ugly Christmas sweater thing, I'm going to add a pattern both down here and up here that kind of resembles a ugly Christmas sweater pattern. So I'm just going to click on elements and then search for a Christmas tree. And I like this one just because it's really basic and still kind of looks a little retro. And so I'm just going to create a simple pattern down here using this snowflake here. So I've just ungrouped this by right clicking so I can grab this and then duplicate that. And I'm just going to copy and paste these all in a row. So now that I've created the pattern, I'm just going to highlight this and copy it so that I can move another one to the top, just like that. Now I'm just searching for some type of Christmas ornament just to add a few more elements to make this design a little bit more unique than what it already was. And I like this one here just because it looks very retro. And so I'm just clicking down here and adding this here. And since I saw a lot of the designs having the Christmas lights either wrapped around them or around the body or just kind of in the background, I wanted to add the Christmas light element as well. And I did try to find a string of Christmas lights within Kittl's library just to keep it a little bit easier. And there were a few ones, but nothing that I liked very much in particular. So I did upload my own set that I found, well, not my own, but a clip art set that I found from Creative Fabrica. And I just literally searched for Christmas light clip art and just got a simple string of lights just like this. and added it in here. I probably could have searched for a little bit longer in Kittl or used the AI to generate one, but for the sake of time and keeping this under about 5 minutes to create this, I wanted to just get something quick that would work. So I've moved this to the back just so that it is layered like that. And then that is pretty much it for the design. So I'm going to save it 2 different ways so that it can be used for 2 or multiple different types of products in the 2 versions that I save it as. So the first one will be just saved exactly as is with the background. So I'm going to change this to 300 DPI and then click optimize quality and download as a PNG. Next, I'm going to leave everything the same as far as the sizing, and then I'm just going to click remove background and then download that. So now I have both a transparent version and one with the green background. And so now I'll go ahead and move over to Printify and show you how to upload these. Since the main product that I wanted to create this design for was the keyword for a Comfort Colors shirt, I searched for the Comfort Colors product within Printify, and I'm just going to click on Swift POD and start designing. In new design, I'm just going to click add my design and then add it in here. Once it's been added, I will click on product variants to choose what colors I want this to be printed on. So I already know that I want it on light green, which is going to be my main photo image, just because I saw a lot of green, and obviously it is a Christmas color, so that is why I wanted to create it for there. I might add in the red color, and of course I will leave white. We can see how it looks on pepper. That might work as well, and that's a very popular color if you're familiar with the Comfort Colors product. So then you can just click on preview to see how it would look like on a shirt, just to make sure that everything looks right and the placement looks good. And then at this point, I would click on Save Product. My next step is to head back into Kittl and mock up the products. So I did purchase this Comfort Colors t-shirt mock-up here in light green. As I said before, I like to choose mock-ups that complement the design's aesthetic. So I liked this one just because it had a Christmas tree in the background, and the original design was created with a green background, so I thought it would look good. And then plus I just thought this color looks pretty nice with the retro design. So back in Kittl, I have uploaded my mock-up here. And I just have created this at 2000 by 2000 pixels, 1:1, which is Etsy's new ratio or mock-up photo image guidelines. And then I have added in the transparent version of the design, and I'm just going to place it as close as to what it looks like within Printify. And it is a little tilted a bit, so I'm just going to tilt that way. And then I like to take the opacity down just a bit so that it looks very natural. And then I will just download that. So I do change this to 300, still optimize quality, and then download as a JPEG. So that is my first mock-up. For my second product, I went ahead with the sweatshirt in the same color for Comfort Colors as well. And got this from the same shop in the Etsy listing that I showed before, and I'm just placing this as close as possible as to what it looks like within Printify. And I did mock it up here or add it in Printify so you can see what it looks like. So that's kind of what it looks like on the light green within Printify. So I'm just making sure that in Kittl it matches. It looks like it's a little bit small because I'm trying to keep it from getting on top of her hair. I probably could find a better mock-up with the light green color, but for the sake of this video, I'll just leave this as is and download this JPEG. Could also add this to the Bella and Canvas 3001 t-shirt, which is a little bit more cost effective and specific to people who don't care about the brand comfort colors as something that they're searching for. So I would definitely add the Bella and Canvas version as well. And then the other types of products that I thought would look great with this design was, of course, a coffee mug, just because this is for a Christmas design and it would look really cute on this type of mug, as well as this tumbler here. And for this, I would just simply use the transparent version, and I'm going to go ahead and walk right through it. But they had a really cute design or color, and in one of my upcoming videos I actually have this particular tumbler that I have created a few for and ordered quite a few different variations as far as colors to show you all how they look. But I'm just going to size this back down and then bring it over as close as I can where it's still in the center, or each part of the design is on the center. You could definitely change the sizing here in Kittl and make it more of a rectangular, set out your trees, and do a full wrap design. For this, I just prefer to have the design showing on both sides of the tumbler. So that is why I am just creating it like this. And here is what it would look like printed on white, though would not have this type of design printed on white. So I'm going to change it to the green color, which was this glitter seascape. And this is where that I've ordered a few of these as samples just to show you all what the glitter looks like on this type of tumbler. So be sure to look out for that video that is coming up soon. And this is what it would look like from the front. You can kind of see the shimmer here, but overall, I think with this green color, it still really matches the overall retro theme, making this a really cute design as a tumbler. You could also add this to a notebook as well, which I did add this into my mock-up lineup when I was creating them. So I'll show you how the mock-up looks like on a notebook. And I did just find this notebook here in Creative Fabrica and downloaded this, and as well as this printable one, which I will show you in just a moment, but I'll have this linked below if you need mock-ups. Pretty much everything can be found here in Creative Fabrica as well as on Etsy. So for the notebook, this is why I had left one version with the green background still, so that it would be completely a all over print and not have the white background. And let me just get this sized here. So I've just sent the design to the back, but it is a little bit cut off. So you might need to change your design just a little bit to be able to fit it so that none of the words are being cut off. So I would make this a little bit larger, which that is very easily done. And here you would just need to change your dimensions to fit exactly what the Printify notebook dimensions are. But for sake of time, I will just leave it as is and show you kind of how that would wind up looking if it were sized correctly. So that was for the print on demand products that I had listed, which were the Comfort Colors t-shirt, Comfort Color sweatshirt, and then I would add it to the Bella Canvas t-shirt as well as the Gildan 3000, I believe, or 3000, I'm not sure which number, sweatshirt for the Gildan, a mug, a tumbler, and a notebook, all with the same design. For the digital side, if you are running a hybrid type shop or you have both a digital and a print on demand store, the digital products that would make sense to someone interested in this dead inside Christmas type theme would be something like printable wall art, just because I found lots of stores that sell the holiday themed decor In this case, the skeleton vibe is very popular still. Most of the people just put Santa hats on the skeletons and then sell them as a set. There are versions where they just sell it just by the one or within a bundle as well, like the one that was up here, right here. So printable wall art would be something that I would look at, and there was not much competition on this as well. A lot of these weren't even printable wall art sets, so there's probably a lot of room to add this here and get seen. I would also look at digital cards like Christmas cards. So here we have the same skeleton dancing with the quote as well, and then there were a few other variations, but printable Christmas cards is something that I would apply this design to as well as Christmas tags. So right here, this is an example of some Christmas tags. So people who like to make their printable tags themselves, you could apply this type of design and create some really cute printable Christmas card tags as well. So hopefully this has been helpful on how you can easily make a design within just a few minutes using Kittl's great template system that they have, and then apply it to multiple different products in as little time as possible. I want to say thank you to Printify for sponsoring this video, and thank you all for watching.